there isn't one way to lead, right? I think Jayson Tatum showed that just this past season, right? Jayson Tatum historically has been, oh, he's too nice. He needs to be more of an asshole. He needs to be a dick to get a championship and to be looked at as one of the best players in the league. You had a Steph Curry in the way that he led, even though, you know, we would probably, a lot of us would agree that the vocal leader of that team was Draymond Green. And so Anthony Edwards isn't wrong in the sense of there are different types of leadership, right? And it's fine for him to disagree. That's totally, that's on him. But I do think that it's important to have someone that has that fiery personality that's not going to let anyone fuck around. You need someone that holds everyone accountable. Because like we just said, Steph Curry was the quiet leader. I'm going to show you better than I'm going to tell you. And Steve Kerr was kind of like that too. He's more mild-mannered. He's not going to, even though he's had some blow-ups, right? Draymond Green was that, hey, get your fucking shit together, man. What the fuck are you doing? Clearly, on the Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla is that guy. If you look at a prime example, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, we've never heard, I don't even think I've ever heard him curse. I don't even think I've ever heard him yell. But who was that guy for their team? Greg Popovich. So no, Anthony Edwards is not wrong. He's that type of person. Be yourself. Don't change your personality. But the reality is, in a high intensity league where you're dealing with the best of the best, people got to get cursed out sometimes. Who on that team plays that role? I don't know if it's Finch. It was never Cat before. Is it Mike Conley? I don't think so. So who will that person be? Confrontations are a part of any relationship. Even good ones. Even great ones. And so you can't run from that. I get that maybe some people don't respond to getting cursed out. That's totally fine. But how many times are you going to let someone fuck up before you really lose your shit? And then guess what happens? I know y'all have all dealt with someone like this where you feel like you have to watch your words with them. You can't just go off the cuff and just say, man, what the fuck are you doing? Guess what happens when you do blow up on them, though? Guess what happens? I bet you they don't do it again. I'm telling y'all, it's so necessary. I get what Anthony Edwards is saying. That because that's his personality. And he can only act like himself and be himself. But like I said, the truth is somebody gonna have to kick somebody in the ass to get them to go up there. Otherwise, all you're going to do is keep cultivating that bad habit that this person has already built up. In order to break that cycle, heads gotta clash sometimes. And then you move forward. Because at the end of the day, that person is going to know what your intentions are in that argument, whether they like it or not. And especially these guys on these teams where they're seeing their teammates more than their families. I'm sure it's gonna get to the point, if Anthony Edwards were to cuss out somebody that don't take, it's gonna come to the point where they're like, damn, man, like, I must have really upset him for him to get to that point. It must have really bothered him to get to that point. And then Anthony Edwards is gonna say, damn, man, like, I know I probably shouldn't have done that, da-da-da. Growth. It's important. And I say all of this to say, Anthony Edwards is showing his age. If you watched, that doesn't need to be anyone's role. They need a no nonsense vet, and they may have it. But Ant needs that himself, and he acts every bit of his age. That hey, what in the fucking Matrix is that? We just mentioned his age at the same time, dog. Excuse me. But if you watch the starting five, the one takeaway that I have from Anthony Edwards is all that aura, star quality shit is true. It's great. It's great, right? It's wonderful for him, right? But his age is showing, number one. And number two, he doesn't understand the responsibility that he has. Not yet. I know he's said before he doesn't like missing time. He wants to be able to play hard for everybody out there in the stands, which is great. He still doesn't understand what the face of the NBA actually is. And the responsibility that comes with that. Because there's going to come a point where these same people that love and praise him are going to turn on him. And all of those cheers, all of those screams are going to turn into boos. And it's going to turn into criticism. And it's going to turn into, why haven't you won yet? Oh, do you not care? Oh, da-da-da-da-da. And that's going to be the time where we'll see if he's really Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, all these guys, or if he's going to be just another really, really good player in this league. Because, like, the responsibilities of a player, like, if you think about it like a job interview, they'll list all the responsibilities, right? When you a star in the NBA, there's a little icon on the bottom. There's the little plus sign icon on the bottom that you're going to have to click because there's more responsibilities that you're going to have. And I wonder if he's aware of those things. I mean, even he said he still feels like a kid, which is totally fine. But like I said, there's going to be a time where this is all on him. 3, 4, 5 playoffs go by. You're not in the NBA Finals. People are going to start questioning. They don't give a fuck about your age. Look at Jayson Tatum. There's gonna come a time. And I hope he's ready for that.